So I'm down 140 pounds. I'm 3.5 years in, and people say, Amanda, how many times have you fallen off the wagon? I'm going to say 0, but I'm saying you're asking the wrong question too, and you're thinking about it wrong. And the reason is, what is this phrase, falling off the wagon? Did you fall off the wagon, Amanda? I have not fallen off the wagon in 3.5 years, because I don't fall off the wagon, because it's not about falling off the wagon. Let's think about this for a minute. The phrase, falling off the wagon, comes from the complete wrong mindset. And that is what I want you to work on. The mindset that has you asking if I'm falling off the wagon. Look, if I go have a cookie, that cookie didn't jump into my mouth. I didn't just kind of fall off the wagon onto a cookie. I decided to eat the cookie. And so if you're struggling with eating the cookie, you need to look at your decisions and the decisions that you're making and what is getting you to eat that cookie. You're deciding it. It's not that you're going along, the prairie road and it's bouncing around and you just kind of fall off onto the cookie, because that's not how it happens. Okay. We know that. Okay. We know that. And so I think the question is, have I ever eaten a cookie or something like that, or gone on a bender, right? Actually, I have eaten one cookie. I should tell that story in itself. It's a nice little story. But have I gone on some bender? No, I haven't. Because I have been very focused in making very specific, calculated decisions to further my long-term goals and my happiness. And to me, in my world, the cookies don't do that, because I would be fat again. And so I really have to think about the cookies more strategically, and that is what I do. But have I had days where I've eaten more than on other days? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't call it falling off the wagon, because those days I've decided the night before what I'm going to do. And so, for instance, I talk in the one of the books, I think it's the new Jumpstart book. Maybe there's a story somewhere. No, it's the RBS book, I think, about going to a wedding and eating that wedding dinner and having the champagne, and I ended up passing up the cake. But I had decided the night before to allow myself to do any of these things that I chose to do at the wedding. And so I don't consider that falling off the wagon, because I did that thing. And regardless of my decision the night before, had I had the champagne or the cake, it would have been my decision. It wouldn't have been falling off the wagon, because that implies some kind of passive role that you play in your own decisions. It's your decision to eat the cake, to eat the cookie. You didn't fall off. You kind of jumped off, okay? Have I jumped off the wagon to eat a cookie? No. I did eat a cookie one time. There was that one time. Okay, so it's kind of the wrong way to think about it, okay? So just put that back out there. I talk a lot about these decisions, a lot about the calculations that we're going to make in the psychology content on the website, and that's the premium content. But boy, I mean, this is a really big theme, those decisions that you make and how you can shape them. But there's a few other videos on YouTube. Let me direct you to Can't versus Don't, the I am not the kind of person who, some of those discussions that we're having on YouTube, because those are pretty cool and definitely related to what I would call the locus of control. You didn't fall off the wagon. You jumped off. You did it. You're in control of this situation. The locus of control is yourself. It's the good news and the bad news.